This is an absolutely, positively jam-packed Colonial Theater in Sacramento. Tonight, it is career versus commissioner. T-Money has assembled a team to take on Team Christian here tonight on this program. Enormous stakes in that one, and it's in mere moments. Also, our television main event features the 7-foot monster Wrecking Ball Paul Isadora taking on the Angry Dragon Mike Hayashi in singles competition. Styles make fights. Talk about that one. But before we get to all that action in the ring at the Colonial Theater, let me remind you, there are live events all over the place in this area. Mountain House Bar and Grill, July 9th, Tracy, California. It's going to be a barn burner in T-Town in the 209. And then, just a week after that, on July 16th, VFW Hall, 580 Moffett Boulevard in Manteca. Doors at 6, bell time at 7, first time at that venue. They're very excited to host pro wrestling, and we're very excited to bring it. And then, all roads lead to the Colonial Theater. August 6th, 2022, 3522 Stockton Boulevard in Sacramento. Doors at 6:30, bell time at 7, 15 for adults, 10 for kids. And then a bar show, a crazy over 21 bar show, pub and tap house, back to our favorite bar in all the world, 1305 North Main Street in Manteca, 9 p.m. showtime, August 27th. And then we make our way back to Placer County, the Parkour Performance Center at 941 Sterling Parkway in Lincoln on September 10th. That should be an amazing night. It was last time, and it will be again.
Rio Mania, Sacramento, California. The Big MF goes one-on-one with Drake Frost. You know something, Drake? The way I see it, you're just like everybody else. Everyone that said TWF was garbage, they said TWF was trash, and now you want to take a bite. But if you look at Drake Frost social media, you'll find all sorts of wrestling flyers. But you won't find one thing about Rio Mania. Maybe Samurai will get upset and kick you out of the Honor Society. But I'll tell you this, Drake, you'd be better off running a 5K than showing up, because TWF is the house that the Big MF built. This place would have fell, but I ran with the ball and I scored touchdown after touchdown after touchdown. And you're gonna find out, like everybody else does, that I'm better than what they told you I was. I'm tougher than what they said I was. You're gonna find out this. You're the piece of trash. I'm the real shooter. I'm gonna break your leg and I'm gonna finish you, because I'm the baddest man this company has ever seen, Drake.
Well, he let the cat out of the bag. Next week on this program, it is an I Quit match. The force of nature Drake Frost takes on Big MF Matt Freeman. You heard his pre-recorded comments. The guy is possessed with taking out Drake Frost. Two teams have been assembled. It has come to this. Over a year in the making, T-Money has assembled a squad to try to take out Christian Black and rid him and here comes Team T-Money. He has assembled some very, very accomplished young talent from this area. He reached into those deep pockets and secured the services of Evan Thomas, must-see E.T., Crazy Cajun Jaya Joel, and a tag team called Two Buds. All very young, all blue chippers that bring extremely accomplished credentials to the table. Will that be the recipe for success? These people are expressing their boos, and they're saying no. So I'm being told it's going to be 4-on-4. We didn't know if these would be 5-on-5, 6-on-6, 3-on-3. All we know is there are 4 individuals on Team T-Money. And quite a few boos for anyone associated with T-Money. Here is the other side of the coin. He's got Evelina with him. Well, here is your team captain. Here is Christian Black, former champion of TWF. He's held every championship you can think of in this company over the past couple decades. The Colonial faithful can appreciate Christian Black for everything he's done over the years. But if Christian Black fails to get a victory, if Christian Black fails to get a win here tonight, Christian Black is out of TWF. He is done. His TWF tenure is done. And it's very nice to see Evelina at ringside with Christian Black. Led him to the ring very successfully for so many years. This is a celebration here. This is Rio Mania. It's a celebration of anyone who's ever performed in TWF, who's ever made us what we are. We can appreciate all that.
Out of the mic, highway to hell! Hey, no, man! Not give him a high five!
And the second member of Team Christian Black is Jay Paul. He's been the television champion. He's been a tag team champion. The best friend of Christian Black. They went up and down these roads together for many, many years. The wrestling schedule has slowed down for Jay Paul, as it does for many of us. But Jay Paul, former professional football player in the Atlanta area, former police officer, always could throw hands with the best of them in pro wrestling. They ran these roads as Omega for many, many years, and now they are reunited with a common cause, with an enemy in T-Money. It's the Vigilance Committee, former tag team champions of TWF. Rounding out Team Christian here tonight, the last 2 individuals on Team Christian are the Vigilance Committee. Outlaw Justin Caden, Rough Country Austin Ames, and he could not pick 2 better individuals in my humble opinion. These hard-drinking, hard-fighting cowboys are definitely lots of cheers here in Sacramento. They're definitely 2 people that you want to have on your side. If you're in the fight of your life, if you're in a fight for your career, for your livelihood, these 2 men are going to be huge assets for your particular team. Looks like they might have had a few cold ones next door at Cafe Colonial before this event started. A little bit of liquid courage to get the blood flowing. And the ring is absolutely packed.
Introducing first, the team captained by your commissioner, Team Money.
Let's do the thing. It looks like the most powerful member of Team Christian will start this thing. That's the outlaw Justin Caden. Over 2 decades of experience pro wrestling in this area. Also an Olympic trials amateur wrestler, so he can shoot. Looks like must-see Evan Thomas, whose best asset might be his mouth, is going to start this thing with the outlaw. Both about similar height, obviously more powerful is the cowboy. A lot of jaw-jacking, very high stakes. And that was an unsuccessful beginning for Must-See ET. Runs into a brick wall that we call the outlaw. Looks like it's back to the drawing board 9 seconds into this thing. He's gonna try it again. And one more time, runs into the outlaw. And now outlaw Justin Caden puts him into no man's land, puts him into his own corner, makes that tag. And now it looks like Angel Escobar is the legal entity of Team T-Money, and Jay Paul is the legal person. Oh, and that was a slap. What a way to start things for them. We're stuck in the corner there. And you can hear that big chop all the way down in the Bay Area where Jay Paul comes from, a product of Oakland, California. Born in Oakland, just like my mother. Hip tosses him out of the corner and Jay Paul controlling things. Now it is not elimination. Despite what some people might have been thinking, it is not elimination. You have to be a cohesive unit. It is first pinfall or submission, so the stakes are enormous. A sudden death situation, if you will. Well, there's Devontae Hayes. Nice double leg takedown. He knows that he's facing someone stronger than him. Uses some gravity and leverage to take down Jay Paul. That was very smart by one half of the Two Buds tandem. We know that Team Money reached into his pockets. Oh, and there's that power I alluded to. Jay Paul dips him down. He was in trouble, but not for long. Oh, double shoulder tackle by the tag team of the Two Buds. That's cohesion right there. That's a tag team that's teamed several times, and Austin Ames looks a little bit disappointed in himself. Nicely done by Two Buds moments ago in this 8-man tag team matchup. There you go, there's an equalizer. Stomps on his foot to get control back. Austin Ames, former tag team champion. And a meeting of the minds. Double noggin knocker and down go Two Buds. And Christian Black now tagged into this thing. You gotta think it's been very smart for both teams to not keep anyone in there too long to put them in a compromising position. We know these guys have bad blood. These two had a classic in Modesto a few months ago, and now just continuing to lay into each other. Thumb to the eye is always the equalizer. Christian Black has done just about everything you can think of in TWF. Jaya Jewel, very young career, but very promising, very unpredictable. And this crowd loving every second of that. What intensity on those shots. Crowd participation at its finest here at the Colonial Theater. And Jaya Jewel feeling the effects from those shots a moments ago.
Get him, Christian!
Oh, he missed a clothesline. Wow, what a pump kick! And Christian Black barely gets the shoulder up, but Jaya Jewel changed the complexion of this thing in a hurry with that pump kick, with that bicycle kick. We've talked about his very educated feet in the past, and makes the tag to Evan Thomas. He put his best foot forward and knocked the taste out of Christian's mouth. Short arm clothesline by Evan Thomas turns him inside out. And once again, Christian gets that shoulder up, but has taken the brunt of some heavy blows, some heavy punishment here in this 8-man tag. Big stakes, huge stakes. If Team T-Money fails to win, T-Money is no longer the commissioner. If Team Christian fails to win, he's done. There's that short arm clothesline one more time, excellently executed by Evan Thomas. So someone is losing. Someone is losing their livelihood here tonight. And you have to applaud the tag team efforts. You have to applaud the game plan of Team T-Money. I don't know if he paid some analytical strategists or whatever. Well, we know that Evan Thomas can be full of himself at times, a little bit flustered. Uh-oh, and he makes a tag. Austin Ames, unfortunately referee Ray did not see that tag that Christian Black made, and now Christian Black dragged into no man's land, dragged into the other corner one more time. Referee Ray has to govern 6 different people, 6 different personalities. And referee Ray just did not see that tag. You can't see everything. No eyes in the back of his head, and it benefited Team T-Money during that exchange. And Team T-Money continue to make tags. Make a wish. Christian Black can't hit that top rope frog splash if his hamstrings are ripped to shreds. They know that. It is very tough to hit that top rope frog splash if your legs and your hamstrings and your quads are torn to shreds. Evan Thomas now, like a shark smelling bloody water, going after Christian Black. It's a packed house here at the Colonial Theater in Sacramento. Of course, our main event is coming up next, our television main event, which features 7-foot-tall Paul Isadora versus the Angry Dragon Mike Hayashi. But for several minutes now, Team T-Money has been pouring it on and beating down Christian Black, much to the thrill of that guy right there. Commissioner of TWF, we've questioned his decisions over the years. And look at this, some sort of triangle, some sort of modified triangle choke by Jaya Jewel, and that was just more. That is just more than Christian Black's friends can handle. We've got ourselves a Pier 6 brawl on the right side of the ring. And referee Ray doing his best to keep everyone back. Well, Jay Paul might have done more harm than good. Jay Paul trying to save his friend from a beatdown. Referee Ray restores order, and still, when the smoke clears, it is still Team T-Money that is dominating the proceedings. Oh, there's a cover. Barely kicks out. Every single time that Christian Black has to kick out, he's expending energy. Every single time he has to keep those shoulders off the canvas, he's expending energy. He's already been beat down for several minutes by 4 different people over and over again. Meet the Two Buds tag team, Devontae Hayes and Angel Escobar. Looks like Evan Thomas has been tagged in this matchup. He calls himself Must-See ET. Full of attitude. Nothing fancy about that. And Christian dumps him down. Turns the cravat into a cutter and sends him straight south onto his face. And now, if there is ever a time that Christian needs to make the big tag, it is right now. He's been beat down for several minutes. He has taken a ton of punishment. He needs that tag, and he got it. Christian finally makes that tag. Well, instead of letting the Outlaw run in the ring and swinging everything in sight, it's time to re-strategize.
We are here for this. Tony, you've been doing pretty good. I don't know what the hell you two are saying, Tom. So you guys. I did the right thing. Hey, look. What's for you?
Oh!
Hey, you guys. That's how you want to play it. Hey, no, it's on your own house. No, he paid you.
The temper of Giant Joel, he just slapped Angel Escobar. And now it looks like the two buds are out of here. They do not want to be part of a team that does not respect them.
We got this. We got this. Come on.
And it looks like Evan Thomas, he's getting out of here as well. Evan Thomas, all about himself, does not want to be part of a 4-on-2 situation, and inside the ring, Giant Jewel being destroyed. It looks like Team Money, it looks like Giant Jewel has burned all his bridges. And you see on the right side of your screen there, Evan Thomas sees that he'd be down 4-2 and does not want to have any part of it. Meanwhile, in the ring, the Outlaw hits a fall-away slam on Giant Jewel, and Team Money, it has come to this. Team Money has burned every bridge in TWF, every bridge in pro wrestling. And now Giant Jewel, with his own selfishness, has been stuck all by himself. And look at Austin go. What impact on the running lariat, and down goes Giant Jewel. This has become a beatdown, much to the delight of everyone here in Sacramento. Giant Jewel thinks he's in New Orleans. He thinks he's in the French Quarter. What a spear by J. Paul. Cuts a hole right through the stomach of Giant Jewel. Picture perfect frog splash executed by Christian Black. And now it's the Outlaw's turn. What a claw slam! Winner! Despite those deep pockets and all the treacherous things, it was raining big-time finishers. And T-Money is no longer the commissioner. The celebration is on here in Sacramento. T-Money has been fired as TWF commissioner. He is no longer the man signing the checks. He is no longer the man in charge. And this crowd is loving it. Christian Black has protected his career Christian Black chose a hell of a foursome to get the job done here tonight. Thank you, everyone. What a day. What a real mania here tonight.
What's up, Jay?
Real quick, Jay. I just want to say something real quick. I've been doing this 9 years. Tonight, this was the last time you guys will see Jay Paul. TWF, thank you, fans. Thank you so much. I love you guys.
Thank you, J. Paul. Thank you for everything you've done over the years here in TWF. Thank you for all your contributions. It's been a hell of a ride. And tonight is the last time J. Paul will compete in a pro wrestling ring. There's some things that are bigger than pro wrestling. This man is going to move with his family across the country. Would you like to have a pro wrestling event of some sort? A private party, a corporate event, a birthday party, or anything of the sort? You can bring the action to your town. Just email us and we can figure something out. TotalWrestlingFederation@hotmail.com is our email. Well, at all of our live events, the Zombie Prevention Company brings a variety of products for you to buy. Bring a few extra dollars if you see us in Sacramento, Modesto, Stockton, Tracy, Lincoln, or whatever. They have board games, replica weapons, CBD products, and oh so much more. My son Leo always manages to grab some sort of action figure or some sort of toy from their vast array of stuff. This is the scene outside the Colonial Theater a few hours ago when things started. A line around the corner and down the street. It is the hottest ticket in town in Sacramento at the Colonial Theater. We will be back there on August 6th, 2022, so get your tickets. It will be an amazing night as always at this beautiful, beautiful facility.
It takes less than 5 minutes to drive to my old neighbor. Wait a minute. I already filmed that one. What am I doing here today?
Hey everyone, it's El Flaco Loco, and I'm here to talk to you about a problem in the TWF locker room. They're known as CJ Dirt and Big MF, Matt Freeman, collectively known as the American Illiterates. No. That's their name, the American Illiterates. That's how I was introduced to them, and that's what I will call them. Point being, there's a problem with the American Illiterates being a part of the TWF roster. And I'm at this undisclosed location to deal with that problem head on. Let's go.
One of the most shocking things I've ever seen is when you took your shoes off in the locker room. Those toenails look like you should be guarding a bridge, asking 3 questions before people cross. Why don't you do us all a favor and rub those grubby walnuts you call toenails up with some of this fungus remover? The nightmares I'm having still quake me to this day. And while you're at it, pick up a can of one of these foot spray things. Yeah, just because you're offensive, guys, doesn't mean you have to offend. Yeah, here's an aisle that I'm sure hasn't seen your shadow. The toilet paper aisle. I know there's lots of choices, but guess what? You like MAGA? How about Mega? As in Mega Roll. And while you're at it, make your way on over to the diaper aisle and get a pack of one of these butt wipes for kids. That's only 1 pack. You're probably going to need a lot more than that. Anything more, let's say, 3 pack. You guys are pretty smelly. Probably need more than 3. Do you have anything else? There we go. Be the boss of Browntown with the club pack. I know what you're thinking. Deodorant? What do you think we are, movie stars? But this is perfect for tag teams because it comes in a 2-pack. 1 for each of you because, as you know, sharing is caring. Here's the aisle of horror. The dental hygiene aisle. First, start off with some floss. Get all that gas station hot dog gook off your teeth. And then as far as toothbrushes are concerned, get the biggest pack you can. You're probably going to go through a bunch of those. And then make your way on over to, mouthwash. Don't get anything minty or fruity. Go straight for the nuclear flavor Listerine. Trust me, you're going to hate it, but it's going to do the trick. And we'll all thank you in the end. And as far as toothpaste is concerned, guys, don't get overwhelmed here. I know there's lots of choices. Just grab a tube, spread it on one of those toothbrushes, and rub those yellow gimmicks you call teeth. Now, I don't know what kind of balloon juice they're feeding you at these political rallies, but trust me, there is nothing wrong with using soap. It's pretty American if you ask me. And so when you get some, look for ones that says antibacterial on it, because you guys are probably covered in lots and lots of bacteria. And yeah, go through a bunch of this. Go through a bunch of this stuff. Now, guys, there's no reason for your wrestling gear to smell like a plate of fish and chips on the dash of a car on a hot summer day. So please, for the love of all that's holy, consider using laundry detergent. How about considering... never mind. This is probably just asking way too much. Now, CJ, whatever you call yourself, I know you're really proud of that mullet of yours, but I hate to be the one to tell you, those split ends aren't doing anyone any favors. Treat yourself to a hot oil treatment, buddy. If you feel like you're losing touch with your manhood here, well, just make your way on over to the automotive aisle and grab one of these pine tree air fresheners and just, I don't know, go to town on yourself with one of these and you can smell like a pine tree. Or there's lots of other scents you can have. Maybe you can smell like black ice, whatever that smells like, but anything's better than what you got. You don't have to go to Rite Aid. There's also Walgreens. You can find this stuff at Rayleigh's even. You want to save $1? Why not go to the Dollar Tree? If that's still too expensive, good news for you. There's the 99-cent only stores.
So remember, American illiterates, poor hygiene is no laughing matter. For Total Wrestling Federation, I'm El Flaco Loco. For your health.
This position, we've seen this before. What a head scissors.
The moves of the moment are brought to you by the Mountain House Bar and Grill in Tracy, California. Great place.
Is this the guy, Chris?
The moves of the moment brought to you by the Mountain House Bar and Grill. Whether it's El Chupacabra electrifying the crowd against Joey Smoke or Ecstasy getting a tainted win over Gilbert, the moves of the moment always bring you the best action in TWF. You can go to the Mountain House Bar and Grill in Tracy, California. Give them a call, 925-447-0365, and place your order. Amazing food, amazing patio area where we do live pro wrestling shows, amazing everything at the Mountain House Bar and Grill.
My name is CJ Dirte, and I came here to Stockton, California last night to Wilson Way to pick up me a fine lady of the night. And we partied all night long, baby. But then I came here to this great park to drop her ass off, and guess what I saw? I seen this freaking vandalized crap right here. The work of the LLM, the Lucha Libre Mafia. So I tell you what, El Flaco, Loco, and Monkeypox Boy El Chupacabra, on August 6th at the Colonial Theater in Sacramento, I'm gonna get back at you for destroying my community. This is a family-friendly park. I come here to sell my narcotics. How am I supposed to do that with this crap here? You dirty vandals, I'm coming to smack you.
Live pro wrestling everywhere. CJ Dirt's always got something to say. Well, July 9th, Mountain House Bar and Grill, 16784 West Grant Line Road in Tracy. Doors at 6, bell time at 7. You're going to be there in the 209 in Tracy. And then July 16th, it's a Saturday, VFW Hall, 580 Moffett Boulevard in Manteca. Doors at 6, bell time at 7, $15 for adults and $10 for kids. First time at that venue, come watch. And then, as CJ was talking about a minute ago, August 6th, Colonial Theater, 3522 Stockton Boulevard in Sacramento. Doors at 6:30, bell time at 7. Be there live and in person, best venue around for TWF. And then a crazy bar show, over 21 crowd. It'll be rowdy, it'll be fun. Pub and Tap House, 1305 North Main Street in Manteca. 9 p.m. showtime, so you can have a few beverages before the show starts, and it's $15. And then Plaque in Placer County. It's the Parkour Performing Arts Center, 941 Sterling Parkway in Lincoln. Bell time at 7, $15 for adults and $10 for kids. That's on September 10th, so mark your calendar. It's the 209 Pro Wrestling Academy is a place to learn pro wrestling in the Sacramento area. They do training on Tuesdays and Thursdays. You can email them at nlpwoffice@gmail.com and figure out the schedule for training. Plus, Angry Dragon Mike Hayashi does pro wrestling classes on Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. in Lodi, California. It's called the Dragon's Den. It is one hell of a place to learn the art of pro wrestling. Well, we know AEW pay-per-views are coming on like hotcakes. One place in Sacramento, the best place in Sacramento to watch AEW pay-per-views is the Beach Hut Deli. 2535 Fair Oaks Boulevard in Loman's Plaza, right there at Fair Oaks and Fulton. Best sandwiches, beer, and more in town. It is a great place to enjoy a festive, party-style watching pro wrestling environment. My kids love...
Ever pick up the phone and hear the words, "I've been arrested, been arrested, been arrested"? That's bad news. And when you call the bail bond company, you got a disrespectful person who didn't make it any better, any better, any better. Why should you have to talk to someone who only makes things worse? You need a bail bond company that's respectful, affordable, fast, and professional. You need All Pro bail bonds. All Pro, All Pro, All Pro. It's bail. Done better.
Call All Pro Bail Bonds, offering affordable payment plans plus military and union discounts.
¿Alguien ha sido arrestado? Llame sin compromiso. Nosotros le ayudaremos. Ofrecemos pagos de acuerdo a su presupuesto. No se preocupe más. Nuestros agentes son amables y profesionales. Llame a un experto. Llame a All Pro Bail Bonds.
Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/the TWF for all of the information about what's going on in our world. Small business helping other small businesses. That's what we do. So if you want to discuss anything as it pertains to advertising on this show or any of our live events or any of our social media, you can email us at totalwrestlingfederation@hotmail.com or send a text 916-317-9999. We've been doing this thing since 1998. We run towns like Ione, Sacramento, Stockton, and more. We can help. Indie Handshake has provided some of the images you see on your screen each and every week here on this program. They run an amazing podcast and YouTube page focused on local Northern California pro wrestling history. Well, next week on this program, Drake Frost, the force of nature, meets Big MF Matt Freeman one-on-one in an I Quit match. No pinfalls, no submissions. Make the other guy say I quit. It will be absolutely epic. And then next week on this program, Brittany Wonder faces Lady Lindsay in singles competition. More experience on one side, but sentimental favorite on the other. What's going to happen? But as it pertains to right now, it is finally time to do our television main event. Paul Isadora versus Mike Hayashi. The Wrecking Ball versus the Angry Dragon. Here and now. This is one final look at the beautiful Colonial Theater. We love this place. We're going to be here again on August 6th, so I invite everyone to join us.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. This contest is going to be referee Nut.
Ever true in our brains is the often overused term, styles make fights. This might be the most athletic person in all of Northern California pro wrestling. This is the Angry Dragon. Trained by the big ugly JD Bishop, has done some amazing things over the years in this building and all over Northern California. The Angry Dragon, Mike Hayashi, has a very tall task ahead of him. But if there's one single athlete that can overcome the obvious size disparity, it is Mike Hayashi. 7 feet tall, has mowed down absolutely, positively everything in his path since stepping back into TWF many months ago. Paul Isadora is a human wrecking ball. And will that wrecking ball crash and destroy an angry dragon here tonight? We are going to find out.
The bowling contest is scheduled for 1 ball. Here we see first to my left, standing 7-foot tall. Please give it up for the wrecking ball, Paul Isadora. And his opponent, please put your hands together and give it up for the angry dragon, Hayashi.
Can somebody please call and make sure my life insurance is today?
I'm sure you're fine.
Hopefully the angry dragon has paid up on his life insurance. The size disparity speaks for itself. There's nothing I can say. The television, your screen, tells the story right there. But look at this. If there's one thing that Hayashi has to do, it is utilize that quickness, utilize his advantage. One of the best pure athletes we've ever seen in this area. He needs to stick and move. He needs to strike and avoid being grabbed and slammed, being grabbed. There we go. Trying for a single leg. Hayashi with the waist lock. Unfortunately, very unsuccessful. Trying to roll up the big man with no... And Isadora. Drop toe hold. And then a right hand to the face. Despite Hayashi, he was trying. He gets an A for effort. Unfortunately, you're giving up that much size. The most elementary move can take you out.
I wouldn't do that either. Just sit down.
You see that drop toe hold? It might be successful on about 99% of people, 99% of the competitors in pro wrestling, but Paul Isadora is that 1%. Paul Isadora is 7 feet tall, former pro basketball player, and it shows. Mike Hayashi, he's beaten bigger men before. There you go. Kick to the left leg. Knot up that thigh muscle if you can. Keep the big man honest. Cinches on a headlock. And then the tackle. Hayashi puts 2 feet in the face of the big man of Paul Isadora. Leaping knee to the cheekbone, and Isadora might be counting his teeth. European-style missile drop kick by the Angry Dragon. Oh, and then one more shot to the cranium of the Wrecking Ball. And Hayashi thrown to his feet from the pinfall position. That is how strong Isadora is. Well, Hayashi had some tremendous offense going. Throwing everything but the kitchen sink at Paul Isadora. But watch this, when Hayashi goes for the cover, Isadora pushes him all the way back to his feet. But Hayashi needs to stay. He needs to keep these strikes going if he wants to have any chance in this thing. Drops him on his face. Nicely done. Oh, quick thinking, but does not deliver a 3 count. Hayashi, quick thinking maneuver though, seconds ago, able to turn a negative into a positive, drop the big man on his face. Now perched on the top. Oh, he caught him. Hands around the throat. Hayashi though, quick to take the big man down. Isadora able to grab that bottom rope. Isadora knows exactly where he is in the squared circle. Tremendous ring presence, avoids some pain and suffering by grabbing the bottom rope. Hayashi goes for the backsplash, goes for the senton, but eats a couple knees on the spine. Isadora saw it coming and did the right thing. Well, dropped him on his face moments ago, but unable to turn that into a 3 count. The split-second decision of Hayashi to shift his weight in the air, but then Isadora caught him. Hayashi able to get out of the chokeslam, but it was 2 very well-placed knees by the wrecking ball that did the trick, and Hayashi is in trouble. This is the part of the match. This is the time where Hayashi, oh boy, that is all the weight of Paul Isadora across the spine, across the anatomy of the Angry Dragon Mike Hayashi, and he is slumped over in pain in the corner. This is our television main event. This is 2 of the very best from this area, and Isadora going to town on Hayashi. Wow. Echoes throughout this theater. And Hayashi fighting back. But Isadora, I think all that's going to do is just piss him off even more. Wow, what does that feel like to absorb something like that from an individual that big? Hayashi fighting back. Leaping enziguri by the Angry Dragon, and he's getting back in the ball game. All the chop he can muster across the chest of the Wrecking Ball. And Hayashi continues to deliver the big shots. Again and again and again, he hurt his own hand on the large chest of Paul Isadora. Forearm shiver across the face. And there's one to the back of the head. These strikes, though, little by little, are chopping down this huge redwood tree. Hayashi had a game plan. Isadora wants nothing of it. Shoves him 18 feet across this ring. There's a drop kick to the knee by Hayashi. Oh, follows it up with a shot to the jaw. And Mike Hayashi is using these strikes to keep himself in this thing. Has avoided the big offense, has avoided the big power moves, and has hit some tremendous strikes thus far. And now trying to grapevine the legs here. And Isadora, though, once again, it is that size. It is that ring presence and that size that gets Isadora to the bottom rope. That camera's 100 feet away, and you can hear that clear as day. And now Hayashi, you're not 7 feet tall when you're laying flat on your back, are you, big man? And Hayashi knows that. Working on the left leg, it is going to be very hard for a wounded Paul Isadora to execute anything big and monstrous. There's a drop kick. You got a bad wheel. Hayashi knows it. Unable to keep him down. But if the big man, if Paul Isadora has a bad wheel, a bad leg, it'll be very hard for him to execute any sort of huge power move on Hayashi. He knows that. Shot after shot, it's the strikes of Hayashi that have been the difference maker in this main event television matchup, in my opinion, and he's getting a little frustrated. You swing as hard as you can, doesn't affect him. And what a big boot by the Wrecking Ball. Cuts off any sort of offensive momentum that Hayashi had going. Good God Almighty! What a big boot! And now Paul Isadora, despite the heavy limp, Paul Isadora controlling the momentum, controlling the complexion of this thing. That big boot was a difference maker. Hayashi again with the strikes, trying to keep Paul Isadora honest, trying to whittle him down, but Isadora, both athletes to a vertical base, Isadora definitely controlling things. That is a 7-foot body slam, much different than a 5'9" body slam. A couple of feet more in the air, a couple of feet more of gravity, and Hayashi clutching his back in pain. The most elementary moves can be the most devastating when you're that big and strong. Again! And the ring shakes at the body slam by Paul Isadora. As he glares at this crowd, this huge crowd here in Sacramento, here to watch real Mania, we thank each and every one of you for watching what we do, for participating in this great thing that we call pro wrestling. You take a step back and we love to do what we do. Oh no, again? Again? And Hayashi is launched 18 feet across this ring, and Isadora knows he's ripe for the pickings. Isadora knows, oh! And Hayashi uses that top rope to stretch out the shoulder and arm area of Isadora. And now he's thinking top rope. And Isadora kicked to the outside by the Angry Dragon. Moonsault! He caught him! He caught the moonsault! Oh, and Hayashi gets out of it. Dragon Sleeper! Dragon Sleeper stretching him out. He's tapping. Paul Isadora is tapping out. Paul Isadora being pretzelized on the outside with the Dragon Sleeper. He was tapping out. Unfortunately, it's not pinfalls or submissions anywhere. Well, there's that kick that started things, and look at Hayashi. Goes for the moonsault, but Isadora catches him in midair. Hayashi shifts his weight, cinches on the Dragon Sleeper. Isadora was being pretzelized on the outside. He tapped out. He made a 7-footer tap out, but unfortunately for Hayashi, it was not inside the ring. A tap out outside the ring does not get you a victory. And Hayashi, visibly frustrated on the outside, Isadora caught him. Hayashi shifts his weight, slides behind Isadora, and shoves him into the ring post. Hayashi has used that athleticism to get himself out of trouble many, many times here tonight. And now if Isadora taps out on the inside, this thing is over. Hayashi has the arm and shoulder captured, but once again, Isadora knows that ring. Gets the foot on the bottom rope. There's the senton backsplash. There's the cannonball, if you will. Leg drop to the back of the skull by the Angry Dragon. And could he be getting himself closer to the win? We saw Isadora tapping out on the outside a few minutes ago. Standing moonsault! No, not quite 3. Despite the potent offense. Despite the gorgeous standing moonsault seconds ago, Isadora did not stay down. Mike Hayashi putting on one hell of a performance. Mike Hayashi, this is a clinic on how to take out a 7-footer. It has been strikes and reversals and doing everything under the sun to neutralize the big man. Leaping back elbow by the Angry Dragon. Oh wait, he caught him. Oh, good God! And just like that, Isadora gets the win.
Here is your winner, the Wrecking Ball, Paul Isadora.
And Paul Isadora, the two-handed sit-out chokeslam, does the trick. Paul Isadora, despite an amazing showing by the Angry Dragon Mike Hayashi, in the end, it was the power and the persistence of that individual right there that got the victory here at the Colonial Theater. He was tapping out on the outside, but in the end, this did end the Angry Dragon.
Hey, if you don't already, you should go to facebook.com/DTWF and give us a follow. Because there, and only there, you can find out all the great things